Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change.
Please help me, Facebook.
I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up, cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad.
The girl put a wig on, dressed up like my mother, and seduced my father while he was drunk.
I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you
And there's a hurricane.
Crack your holder too.
Where? Is it in Kentucky?
Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
I've got $20 in my fucking name. Just trying to get by, man. I ain't asking anybody for a damn thing. I'm stuck. I don't know what else to do. So I need some help. I ain't got nowhere else to go. I gotta do something. I think she's got to do this right here. Watch them first.
I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
You remember they said it's supposed to say official in the little seal, right? Obviously, they're idiots. It doesn't. It says official or official, right?
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Jimbo,
And I'm Kemper.
coming to you live from the stand. Sorry about last night. I had a bad day and I didn't even realize it. So yeah, it was totally my fault. I kind of no-showed, and if you no-show, no call, you get fired in the real world.
Well, honestly, I took the live stream off schedule about 10 minutes before midnight. So
Yeah. Oh, it's still on the schedule. We just,
did I
that's
not?
my fault. I've never told you how to instead of you can't really delete a scheduled live from YouTube. You have to change the
Oh,
date and actually use it.
I
So
got you. I went through StreamYard and deleted it. I get
yeah,
it.
yeah. It's no big deal. No biggie.
But
We're here
I mean,
tonight.
honestly, we're allowed it. It ain't like we
Yeah.
do that all the time. And you did, and I did. We had a hard day, hard weekend. So sometimes it shows itself in different ways.
Yeah.
So
Hey, congratulations are in order. Thelma, her Rottweilers,
oh yeah,
has had another litter of at least 10 puppies.
a leader.
10 right now. Yeah. So she's been in labor for a little while. She's doing good. So Christmas puppies.
There you go.
Oh, it's good to see everybody. Hey, Luna.
Yeah, it's all right, Erica. A lot of us fell asleep last night.
Hey, let's say, look, me and Erica and Kemper decided to fall asleep, and everybody else decided to stay awake. It's your all's fault.
Right. We can't help what y'all to be doing.
I did my thing,
Did your thing.
fluff or whatever, bluff or whatever it does. I saw this little loading circle. Wasn't
Oh, buffering.
Buffer, yeah, buffer. I knew it was fluff, buff, stuff, something.
Love.
Yeah. Oh, Paige fell asleep with us. All right, join the crowd. Hey, I seen some old familiar names today.
I bet you did.
Yeah, and I was in Mama T's chat, and she, she didn't block me.
She needed you there. I think you might be buffering. Not sure. Unless it's me. Can y'all hear me?
I think I'm buffering again. It shows on my end that I'm buffering.
I'm not seeing it. I just see you stuck.
Oh yeah. It's probably freezing on your end and seeing me like I showed me the little. So I
Yeah, I
think it's
had
my
you.
connection tonight. Well, shouldn't be anything wrong in here. I don't think.
It had your face frozen up like Pee Wee Herman. I think you might be doing it again.
That damn
Go,
thing.
go out and come back in, Jimbo.
That's what I'll do. You ever make a funny face and your mom and dad tell you you gonna make that face one of these days? Your face
You
gonna
can
stick
get
like
stuck,
that.
right?
Mm-hmm.
He just did 2 of them in a row.
Back to back. All right, I'll be right
Be
back.
careful. You get stuck.
I know.
Yeah, it was a long weekend, y'all. Sorry about last night. Um, yeah, the older we get, the harder it is for us to recuperate from exerting ourselves for so long. So, yeah, but it happens. Like I fell asleep on a live stream one time, so I think Jimbo's owed 1 or 2. Oh man.
I'm back. See if this works out any better.
So is the college football playoff rankings, are those set now? Are the ones I've been seeing the actual games?
I have no idea, bro. I
Hmm.
would imagine so.
Well, I've seen a lot of projected, but I didn't know if the projected actually became it, and that's what I'm still seeing.
Maybe. Yeah, they may have
Because
took a week off after. Which I don't know. I mean,
I'm seeing Ohio State projected to play Tennessee Volunteers. That's
oh,
going to be a ball game.
that'd be an epic game. That's a national championship type ball game.
You remember the last time they played?
No.
It was Peyton Manning at quarterback, Eddie
Mm.
George at running back, Orlando Pace offensive line. Like it was a game. And it
See,
came down to the last seconds, the last play actually.
of course it would. I mean,
But yeah, I think it's going to be the same kind of game.
man, Eddie George. I was always a big fan of his, but he never really panned out to be as good as I thought he was going to be. Of
I
course, he
don't
did.
know.
He had some injuries, leg injuries and stuff.
Honestly, I mean, I thought he did okay. He just retired earlier than most running
He
backs.
did
Most
retire.
running backs play into double-digit years, and I think he played 8 or 9,
Yeah, he did retire relatively at a young age. Yeah.
saving his health. Man, I don't blame him. I
I mean,
don't. Him and Aaron McNair were the duo there. They were.
Nair was bad to the bone too.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
remember them playing St. Louis. They were St. Louis at the time. The Rams.
hey, Fluffy, member for 30 months, stand family forever. Amen to that, Fluffy. I heard on one of them jail phone calls, Ernie was still asking who you was, Fluffy, after he said, you put your face up there, you're the most stupidest person ever. And you still don't know who you are. Good job, Fluffy. You own Aaron Dog's head. Even when he's jail, he's thinking, who is Fluffy?
Ernie loves the haters. He does.
He does. Listen, Margaret Brock does an interview with Mama T tonight. We're going to go over that.
I heard it was some shit being said.
There was, but Margaret's actually got a pretty good understanding of. I mean, she basically says the same things I've said about Ernie for as long as I've been on here. Uh, you know, now Mama T and them are trying to pretend like, oh, they just found this shit out.
Right.
Mama T, you didn't just find this shit out. That's why our channel is here. And so you didn't just find it out.
Yeah, instead you decided to attack us and slander us when we were bringing absolute, period, nothing more than facts. Something you don't know shit about, bitch. You know, ignorant
Stopping narcissism. Is that you, narcissistic tyrant?
narrative.
Skunk said yes, the playoffs are set, Kemper.
Okay, cool. So I think it's going to be a good game then. And the winner of that game goes to play Oregon.
Ooh.
Could be a rematch of earlier this year for Ohio State. You never know.
Damn, who's on the other side of the bracket?
Well, it's like they've got 8 teams set up in the first round and 4 teams with a bye.
Bye. So
Yep.
who's the lucky winner? Oh, lucky winner gets Oregon.
Oregon, Georgia. I'm trying to remember. Hold on, let me go look.
Top 4 seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be that afraid of Georgia this year.
Well, they beat Texas, but that was Texas with Quinn Ewers playing quarterback.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a different thing with Arch playing quarterback.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here.
Bama's on the other side of the bracket.
Bama's not in it.
Bama's not. They didn't make the 12.
Nope. Bama is playing Michigan in what I forget what bowl it is.
The Mr. Irrelevant Bowl. Because I mean, if you ain't playing for the big one, you're irrelevant.
Yeah, pretty much. Let me see. Okay, here's one.
I'm doing okay, Dark Angel.
Dang. Okay, check out this. It's going to blow your mind, bro. The top 4 seeds. Oregon's number 1. Georgia's number 2. Georgia's number 2. Boise State is number 3.
See, now they're going to get beat.
I don't know. They're good, and so
I
is
know
this
they
team.
are.
So this team. So is this team. Arizona State.
Yeah.
Arizona State. That last game I seen them play, dude. They're good. I don't even know how I haven't heard about how good they've been. You know what I mean? But you got. I'm sorry, Arizona State. Yep. They're number 4. Anyway, 5 is Texas. Who is it? 6 is Penn State. 7 is Notre Dame. 8 is Ohio State. Tennessee is number 9. Indiana's number 10. SMU's number 11. And Clemson is number 12.
Indiana and SMU get some kind of buys for winning their conference or bid for winning their conference.
They didn't. These are like the wild card teams. Well, I think SMU won. I think they won the ACC, but I know Indiana didn't win. Oregon won the Big Ten the first year they were in it.
Sizzles Lair, I don't know. Let me check.
What happened?
Does Ernie have a court date coming up?
It's the 15th, I think, or 12th.
I know it might be the 12th. It might be the 12th.
I think it's 12/12.
Yeah, Thelma's birthday.
Yep. As a matter of fact, I think you did say that once before.
Yeah, we was going to spend Thelma's birthday up in Richmond.
That's his pre-trial conference.
Yeah. I can't get this thing to pull up now.
Around the time most plea deals are discussed.
Right. And Ernie talking all this mess. Like Margaret, another good point she made tonight was Ernie knows this is being talked about, and he's feeding people what he wants them to hear. Mm-hmm. Out here, he's still telling people what he wants you to hear. That one Maggie Mags, like pretty much the whole chat was anti-Ernie today, from what I could hear. You know, I couldn't see a lot of chat, but I could hear MamaT reading the comments, and except for Maggie Mags, and I guess she's gonna go down with the ship. But
let her.
Yeah, that's
I mean, honestly, dude. Yeah, you know, you've heard me tell you this in private and on this panel. It really doesn't matter to me, Ernie. gets released, he's still going to get his ass kicked. At least I can promise by me the entire time if he gets out.
Oh, count me in.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If he stays in prison, then so be it. It's still
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
fun
Alan
fucking
Krebs
with
too.
him. It's still gonna be fun fucking with him, but regardless,
Now, actually,
Ernie has earned the curse of getting his ass kicked by us on the daily.
hmm
Just how it goes.
actually, Alan Krebs was in on that crap too, and Alan
Yep.
Krebs
It's
is
stupid
like
as fuck.
this person he pretends to be has been backing this fake Ernie, and now he's backing Ernie, knowing that Ernie's fake. Like he's backing him, knowing that everything he's saying is a lie. Like he
Right.
backs his military record, he backs everything that comes out of his mouth, which tells you right there that Alan Krebs doesn't have a brain.
Nope. Not at all.
But I'm gonna speed the call up a little. Well, as a
I told you
interview.
before, Alan Krebs is the female Tina.
Oh yeah.
That's the way I see him. Conspiracy theories and crazy.
Oh my gosh, dude! I had to finally block his email address. I can still see him. It just comes up with a red circle, so I don't even have to look at it. But it just sends me crazy stuff and tags everybody in the world in it. Like all the Mean Girls, former Mean Girls, um, political figures, police departments. Like, no, Alan. You know how Ernie says he's that guy, and Renee Marie said, "You are that man." Alan, no, you ain't that man. Ernie ain't that man. Neither one of you that man. You're both full of shit.
Yup. FOS, bitches.
Let's
Oh, it's
see.
this bitch. Okay.
She needs prayers. That's all I will say. Chihuahua Mom, can you grab Jen for me, please? Hi, Crystal Fire. It's good to see you.
That's another one. Jen Mel South. Let me speak directly to you right quick, because I hear Mama T on this interview many times say, "I can't believe Ernie had the nerve to ask somebody to put their house up for him." Hey, Jen Mel, you made an offer to Ernie earlier this year, remember? Gonna sell your house and run up and down the road with old Skern Dog. I'll bet you he'd take that offer right now. Bet he'd take it right now. Bet that offer's on the table. Might be the best one you ever gonna get.
I haven't seen you in a long time. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Hi, Selena. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes because it's like I said, it's a surprise live. And I didn't give people very long notice. So we're gonna hold on to what we got for just a few minutes longer. Thank you, Ange. I appreciate you. It has been a while, Crystal. To get his ass out of jail. Fuck you, Ernie. What the hell do you think you are? The people from Ernie's chat, I meant it. We actually do care. We actually do care. And honestly, we would. Yes, Selena, they are. They absolutely are. And him saying to someone else to tell Margaret to mortgage her house to get his ass out of jail. Fuck you, Ernie. What the hell do you think you are?
All right, let's talk about that for just a minute,
Hold
Mama
on.
T.
First of all, was there ever a bond set that she could hawk her house for?
10,000.
Okay. That's right.
Yeah. It's actually two 10,000, but I think they're going to run them together. But yeah. And what about the guy, Mama T, right here? Mama T acting like like we ain't seen her for the last 3 years beg, borrow, and steal from everybody she's ever been friends with.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, without leaving
Even
anybody out.
D-Boss. Especially D-Boss, actually.
Yeah, yeah. Like you don't get to call Ernie out, Mama T. You're the same person. You do the same shit.
Yep.
You
Hypocrite
went and told
bitch.
people I got you evicted, knowing full well I didn't get you evicted. What'd you do to as an encore? You went and told him I got you evicted again after I did not get you evicted.
Ever.
Nope, not even once. And then she goes and, well, she scams the mean girls for car payment money that her daddy was paying the car payment on.
Mm-hmm.
And she admitted to one fake receipt. Horseshit. You a liar. Mama T, all you do is lie. That's it. Flat out, straight up, all you do is lie.
No, he can't. Catlin, that's true. He can't. Like, who the fuck do you think you are, Ernie? Now I get why he's been messaging Lori and myself. I mean, we were questioning it, like going through our heads, but we did realize early on that he probably just needed us for money. Hi, Redstone.
Yeah, Mama T, if I needed somebody for money, that'd be the first person I reach out to is you. I need $1. Let me reach out to Mama T because I'm sure she's got an extra one. Yeah, I don't. Yes, she does. Sizzles layer. Yeah. Right. I mean, Mama T's always asking for money. And then these people full of her in her chat here talking about somebody scamming over here. Who? What's name one? What do you consider a scam? We raised money for Ocean Liver, which turned out to be, well, she wasn't given 6 months to live. I can tell you that. Either that or she's a, I don't know, 4 times over miracle already. But yeah.
Well, I mean, her and Ernie both, because Ernie's, what was it, 6 to 7 months is gone.
Yep.
Pretty sure.
Yep. Oh, it's long gone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What up, Nana Kim?
Hi, Redstone. Good to see you. So it has been confirmed that Angel Eyes and Margaret have walked away. I have not confirmed when and when yet. And
I must say this, and I know she's probably said some bad stuff about me, and I don't really care. Like I said, I never really went out of my way to look at it, but I'm happy that Angel Eyes saw through his shit, because he was flat out using her for money. And from what I understand, she's either got a fiance or a husband, and that would have ended up costing you that marriage or relationship.
Yep, it would have. Mm-hmm.
I have not confirmed Renee Marie because Renee
She gone.
doesn't talk to me, so I have to ask somebody else about that. I am so, you know, Lori and I knew that there was a reason he was messaging us, and now we know. Yes, Bam Bam, it was. It was on the last, I believe it was the last call from yesterday that Yeah Mom did. Shout out to Yeah Mom. Thank you, girl. You're doing a great, amazing job. And as Yeah Mom had said, it is not to bash the people that Ernie is talking to. It is to bring awareness to Ernie's family.
I don't understand that. I really don't.
Didn't understand what, bro.
Well, I mean, she's sitting here, oh, this is bringing awareness, yada, yada, yada. But you and I were pedos and sending
Right.
dick
Well,
pics and every fucking thing else when we were doing exactly the same.
yeah. Well, but Debo has come out and said Ernie tried to, have his way with her.
SA,
And
yeah.
yeah. So now Mama T believes that Ernie is really a bad person.
Oh my God. He was a bad person long before that because he's done that to many people. He held Pam down and put a pistol to her head. Think about it, you dumb
Yep.
bitch.
And he touched Pam's daughter.
This woman spoke of this under oath during Shelby's trial. And you want to ignore that?
Yeah, and Pam
This
isn't
is long
like
before any of us knew who the fuck Pam was.
Pam's not like a criminal either. She's not like the Shell family. Pam is a productive citizen who raised her daughter with her mom and dad, and as a single mother, I reckon. So she works.
And I had a
She's
mooching
a
ass Ernie Shell fucking with her daughter, fucking with her, mooching off of them, taking their resources. Yeah, Ernie. The same Ernie you're all of a sudden, oh, Ernie, he needs to be exploited, blah, 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 blah. Mama T, there's been a few channels been doing this for a few years now.
Beth.
You claim to have known all of this shit, right? You were around for 3 years, remember, Mama T? So what's the fucking difference? And I ain't hating on you, Mom. I'm asking why the double standard.
Yeah. Well,
That's what I'm talking about.
because Mama T wanted a war with us, and she
But
said
why?
she
But
was
why
saying
did
that
she want that war, though, Jimbo?
well for subscribers, I think,
Well,
and
well,
and
and
she's just full of shit.
well, I mean, she's been on Ernie's nutsack from day one. That's where I'm going with that.
Well, Ernie also scorned her recently. Like she
Recently,
wanted
but
him to
when
come,
when she was coming at us, it was because of Ernie.
she wanted him to go to
That.
Tennessee, and he wouldn't go.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, she
That's
can't
the
get the
whole
big.
point to me. You know what I mean? Like, she come at us directly because of Ernie Shell. That was the motivation. Of course, Ernie was like, build your channel, Mama T. You're great at this. You'll get subs and this and that and the other. And that's why she's done the dumb shit she's
Oh,
done.
well, listen, if you thought
Jimbo, get up on this panel.
if the comment about yeah, mom has piqued your interest that much, just wait until you hear what Margaret says that Mama T just oohs and ahs.
Okay, I'm
Every
ready.
single bit of it I pretty much said before, or you have, or we have, or all of us have. But Mama T's acting like she's just hearing it for the very first time. What's up, KJ3?
I believe it was on the last one, Bam Bam, the very last one she uploaded last night, the premiere she did. Yes, Redstone, she does. I talked to her today, a few hours ago, or about an hour ago, actually. Maybe a little longer than that, but yeah, she gets it. She gets it.
You see now, and I could have predicted this. Like, it was pretty easy to see that once Ernie actually did get caught up and he was going to have to pay for his crimes, and it was going to be known without any kind of doubt that everything he said's a lie. I could have told Ernie, when you're sitting in that jail cell, you ain't got to worry about what me and Kimber saying. It's going to be your friends, your Mama T and your Tiger Lori, and it's me and all those ones who have went to bat for you, knowing good and well you're lying. That's the ones who are really going to fuck you over. We're telling the truth already. Redstone is a sweetheart. You're right, Sizzle's there. And she's a bona fide, legit, in my opinion, American hero.
Well, I mean, honestly, Redstone was one of the first people on the scene with
Hey,
this
Kim.
whole Ernie situation. And she went on his ass about the stolen valor. Never let up. That's what kind of American hero she is. The people that she served with and herself, she's taking care of them, watching their back, trying to out Ernie for his dumb shit. But she was absolutely, she was around before Nick was, believe it or not.
Yeah. Stopping narcissism. It's actually showing here too. We can see it. I think you might be the only one who can't see the membership emoji and the different color in the wrench. Yeah, but it's there. Probably a glitch. Oh, YouTube glitches. Then he let Ernie out so he can fix all them YouTube glitches.
Right? What about that brain chip?
Oh my God. I saw that and I was like, oh shit, I'm sending this to him. I don't care if he's got it or not.
You should put that on the share screen.
Let me pull it up here. I can do that from right.
That's some good entertainment right there.
Yeah, this is old Tina Simile. Flat
Oh
out
yeah.
telling the people.
Well, she's just saying exactly what we claim that she has said, that she denies.
Yep.
And this is absolute proof that she fucking said it.
Oh yeah, she said it.
Because she's tried to deflect that whole thing.
Yeah, I might have to
Well,
blow it up a little bit, but let me share the screen and I'll.
sorry, I wasn't trying to sidetrack us, but
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. That's good. I
that's
want to show this. We need to show it anyway. We can hop right back over here. Hey, Kim Louise, thank you for gifting 5 memberships to the stand. We effing love you for that. We effing love you for that. Did Penny get one?
thank you, Kim Louise.
Oh my goodness. I believe trying to see. Looks like Penny might have got one. No, I guess not. Maybe I was wrong. Well, thank you again for trying, Kim Louise.
Kim Louise is a team player.
She really is, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, Ernie used to get her and Nana Kim mixed up all the time. They're both awesome Kims, but one is Nana Kim and the other one is Kim Louise.
Can y'all see that picture at all?
Let me see if I can
Blow
screen.
it up.
I can't blow it up unless I screenshot it and then save it. Actually, I might be able to just save it here. Let's see, save it. All right, just a second. I might be able to do it a little quicker.
Little Razdaz.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Oh, some stuff. Save images.
Yeah, we trying tiny. Like I knew they were going to be small because when he shared them to me, I had to zoom in on it, so I knew it was going to be small for the screen. But
Yeah.
this is absolute gold.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is. Okay. One second.
Then there's other screenshots and things that have been said um, on this subject by Tina. But this is one of the most direct, just everything we've said that she has claimed is in this.
Yeah.
But
And
we've seen a couple of chips, aka SIM cards. But yeah, I know you remember that one, don't you, Jimbo?
yep.
That
And
burned
trigger
out SIM
warning.
card.
Yeah, you're going to see some messages from Lisa Williams Bertoni in this, and so yeah, it's some of you I know are really close to her and still miss her and all that stuff. So just wanted to let you know before you see it pop up on the screen that it's going to be there. So her name. All right. There it is. All right. So there's the post. Let's see how. Okay. Now that's the little SIM card thing, right? Now you'll see Lisa asked Tina similarly, "What is that?" Lisa Williams. Tina said, "Lisa Williams, it is a brain chip." Who said that, Kemper?
Oh, simile.
I thought that's who said that.
Yeah.
Lisa Williams said, "Can it be removed?" Tina said, "We don't know." Okay. Now, I want to say there was another one not too far behind that one that was talking about Ernie's case is so complex.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shit, dude. Tina
Yeah.
is wackadoodle, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
Like,
mean,
and she's said this kind of shit multiple times. She claimed that when they met Ernie, Ernie was a wreck because he had been saving this mother and their daughter from human traffickers and got beat up and all this shit. Bullshit. Didn't happen. The mother, I've spoke to the mother. I can prove that all day long. I can prove that her claims are the same kind of claims that we've seen him do to other people. The exact same. But according to Tina and Xander, Ernie was wrecked and they brought him back to health and using the soundboard and all this other dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is no healing Ernie. Ernie is pure evil. That's why his daddy don't have shit to do with him.
No. And there's more to know about that. Like Margaret talks about that. Margaret says that his daddy never wanted anything to do with it.
Right.
Never. Like none of those kids, not Shelby, not any of those kids or that woman. You know, Ernie's mom. Mac didn't want to have anything to do with that family.
Maybe he had a bad experience with Gwen.
Maybe so. You know, so, but
You know, let's hear from Margaret. I want to see that. I heard it happen. I just need to watch it.
oh, it's good too.
And she's over it. So basically, the only people Ernie, oh Lord. Okay, let me just say this. On that call with Beloved. Okay, I'm done keeping my mouth shut. I'm sorry, Beloved. I have love for you like a sister. We all did. But you.
Oh, she goes after Beloved Ghost here and tells her, shame on you, Beloved Ghost. Shame on you.
For what?
For backing Ernie.
Oh my God! Shut up, you hypocritical dumbass.
She's
bitch.
like, we all did, but now when we found out, we left.
Right.
And then you went back. Right,
like
Mama T?
you found out when we spoke, when you watched our content, Mama T. You found out.
Yeah.
You lying twat.
Yeah. It's not new. It's
Nope.
It's new that Ernie's confirming it while he's
not just that, but their acceptance.
Whatever.
You know what I mean? Just because they are just now accepting it as a fact, don't mean it's not always not, or that it's not been a fact. It's been the truth since we brought it. Like, I don't understand this. Like, just because you're now willing to accept the fact that Ernie's a piece of shit, don't make you any more right about what you did before you accepted it. That's just how that works. You got to own this shit, Mama T. You can sit here and go live about Ernie and use everybody else's content to try to make your fucking point to get people to think that you didn't have anything to do with Ernie and nobody should think anything of you.
Yep.
Well, that's incorrect, bitch. You were one of the main helpers besides the other Tina. And it's amazing, Tina S and Tina S.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
it's funny the way they wanted to fight over him all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Ignorant shit.
Mm-hmm. That's the reason why the Tigerettes never got along is because they all wanted to earn Skern. October 50, member for 30 months. Hashtag stand family strong. We love you, October. Thank you for being with us so long and so strong.
Thank you, October.
We got a bunch of good people here, man. This community's getting bigger and stronger, and I'm not just talking about ours either.
Two or something else. You came with Ernie from Facebook.
Talking Beloved Ghost.
No. It's okay, Catlin. It's okay. It's done opened up now. Hi, Kathy's cry closet. On the 12th, but he has 2 charges. Are they going? I'm not sure, Bam Bam. Yeah, get the cry closet ready, Kathy. Get it ready.
Why? You got something to cry about, bitch?
Yeah. Hey, that one you had highlighted before was I tried to get your attention to tell them about Ernie's girlfriend's car being on video from the funeral home by King's Home. Yeah. Margaret, if you hear this, you don't have to go by the funeral home to see if they've still got a copy of it. I've got the DVD. It's also on our channel more than once.
Yeah.
Like the entire trial's been uploaded twice on our channel. I need to go back and make a playlist that puts it in chronological order that it happened in the trial. But yeah.
Yep. But that's been the point of us starting this channel, was because Ernie ran from us kicking his ass on Facebook to YouTube. And it was a lot of fresh meat for him.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, fuck him. So we crunk up a channel and started busting his ass. And that's why he triggers so hard
Yeah.
at the thought or the names, Jimbo or Kemper.
I was looking through my messages and screenshots. Of course, I sent you those ones, and I came across the ones from my boss, the principal at the school where I was working at, before we ever had a YouTube channel. And Ernie was, guess what? Trying to get me fired.
Mm-hmm.
Funny, but he says I followed him to YouTube to bullying him. No,
Yeah, and we called and cost him a job and all this other fucking dumb shit. No, he's talking about the things that he tried to do to us. Y'all just got to listen to him.
yeah, we're talking about Kentucky Margaret right now.
Oh, with Ernie. Beloved didn't sound weak. Beloved didn't sound tired. Beloved didn't stutter. Beloved didn't sound sick at all. She sounded normal, like we sound right now.
Actually, right now, Mama T, you sound kind of jacked up. Did you get your fix today?
Of course she did.
That's what I think. Like when she's all energetic like that, like you can actually
If I'm
feel her
correct,
bouncing around.
wasn't her live stream like 4.5 hours?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was.
Yep. Lying to Ernie for clout. Totally different person on that car. Now, Mama T says the car ain't on the video. Well, hey Jimmy, I think Mama T is incorrect, because what I see is you can't tell what kind of car it is on the video. You can't tell what kind it is. You can't tell how big it is, how little it is. You just see a black car or a dark car. And that's all the defense wanted, was to put reasonable doubt out there. And they also had Ernie's statement claiming that his alibi was he had his girlfriend's car at work. Now, Ernie has since changed that alibi twice. He's got different alibis. I don't know who does that. Why change your alibi from ironclad to, oh shit, I don't have one anymore?
Lying to Ernie for clout, total different person on that call. Absolutely, Lori, that's a fact. You see, we heard that call.
Okay.
Now listen, let me ask y'all.
They're talking about some call between Beloved Ghost and Ernie, I think. Maybe it's the one Mom played, I believe.
Beloved say she came, and I know this to be fact, but let me just clarify right now. We're checking it twice and cutting it once. Yes, Catlin, usually.
Tiger Lori called Ernie a fraud.
And just tells you to fuck off.
Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny how
these people,
whether you like it or not, Tiger Lori, Mama T, whoever else, it's me, all you nasty ones that got so nasty defending the man that's been bullied, harassed, and stalked. How do you feel right now with your foot right up in your fucking mouth? Hey, Kim Louise, thank you for gifting another membership to the stand. We effing love you for that. We effing love you. She's shaking the bushes out.
Huh?
I got a membership the other day, and somebody's chatting. I wasn't even. Oh, it was Pindar. I was thinking about going in there, and I had been in there earlier to listen to a little bit of karaoke. Yeah, buddy, I like it, karaoke.
Or fuck you. What was the last straw, Beloved, when you told me to leave you the fuck alone when all I did was ask a question?
That's right, Tara.
You see, you think you are the only person that got hurt in this situation? No, you're fucking not. There are many people that were hurt. Many people that have been abused by that motherfucker, Ernie Shell, that you refused to walk away from. But you know what, Beloved? You know
him are now preaching this shit.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, bro. This whole thing is like this.
It's
the funniest shit I've ever heard.
Retarded. She's the dumbest bitch ever. And so is
Yeah.
Lori and everybody else over there. Because you guys were just digging. Go look at Lori's channel. Go listen to Mama T's bullshit. See how much shit that they said on us while they defended that asshole.
Hmm.
Yeah, they might feel like dumbasses for defending him and doing what they did, but it doesn't take anything away. They're still
Tiger,
guilty.
Tiger Laura
So,
made the one video saying that Molly wasn't
yep,
um, trying to add shit up with her Ernie mathematics, and it didn't
right.
add up. Not at all. Not even close. But she tried it, and she tried to make me feel bad about it, and try to cause a fight. And she don't go real life though, and she wasn't trying to destroy Molly's life. Not at all. Um, but now, how do you feel? Because you acted in Ernie's behalf doing that. You did that for Ernie based on his info he gave to you. All this shitstorm any of you have ever faced, you can look it right back in the horse's mouth. Not his ass, right, Ern? Right in his mouth. Ernie gave it to you. Every bit of it. And you took it. You ran with everything he ever said. You believed him. And why? That's what I can't figure out.
Everything Ernie does. You've known for a long time.
So have you.
Hi, Artsy. You have known from Jump Street since you came with the motherfucker from Facebook that he's
Now, didn't Mama T claim that she came with him from Facebook?
Mm-hmm. Sure
So
did.
from Jump Street too, then, right? What I would say.
a fucking fraud, and you let us all be there.
You
You
were
let us
part
all
of it.
believe. And then you want to talk shit behind people's backs. You don't even say it to their face. Well, here I am
That's
to
what
say
she's
it
mad
to
about.
your face. Here we are.
That's exactly what she's mad about is the shit talking. She was just as guilty as Beloved Ghost, as Debo, as Lori, as Just Legs, It's Me, all these fools, man. What's that one lady, Rose something? Is it
Team Rose.
Rosebud? No,
Oh,
Rosebud.
Rosebud, a nasty old lady in her chat. Yeah.
Yeah, her. Like all these bitches. They were defending Ernie, the same guy that she's growling about, while he lied about us, and they continued with his lies. This was literally right before he went to jail. Once it was outed that he had a bag of dildos and a prescription to Biktarvy, well,
Now listen, bro.
that's when they felt more embarrassed than anything because the guy they were trying to polish the knob of has AIDS. The same guy was
Hold up.
proven to be
Hold
a
up.
criminal.
Stop. You know he only needs 2 ingredients in Big Darby. Why are you trying? Why are
Right.
you trying to down him, man? The poor feller's on his last wheel over there, buddy.
I hope it falls off. I really do. But these
Hey, son,
bitches, man, they need to shut the fuck up. They're stupid.
Jonathan Wright. Yeah, I think you're wrong, but we'll go ahead and just let you make another account. How about that? Um, and you know what? Just like Kemper said earlier, we're gonna keep on talking about Ernie until we feel like talking about something else, and then we might take a break, and then we might just come right on back talk about Ernie again. Um, I don't think we'll take it as far as Gypsy takes it, but um, Gypsy's talking about going real life on BDAC now that he's gone, like contacting people to try to destroy his name, his legacy,
Why?
because she hates him, I guess. I mean, ain't that stupid?
The fuck?
Leave the fucking man alone, man. You know?
Is she really?
Yes.
Like
Oh
this
my
is
God.
recent?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, it was today. I heard it on Kels was doing a. If somebody can get me that timestamp, I'll play it. But Gypsy actually says, "But you died, so I won."
What?
Yes. She literally says that out loud, bro. You're dead, or something like that. So I won.
Okay, if that's what it takes for somebody to win, are they really winning in the first place? That's
No,
an extreme that no one has a control of.
Right.
And this bitch wants to make it something bragging on after a person has passed.
Yep. Yeah.
No, I didn't
Living
like
past,
BDAC, but I'm not going to sit here and do that kind of shit. Will not do it. No,
no.
no point in it.
Why
He
say
can, he
something
can
about
be covered under
somebody?
the term people that helped Ernie. That's where he belongs
Yeah.
in my book. You know what I mean? So for her to go after BDAC and he's defenseless,
And that, yeah, he's gone. He can't say nothing back.
right?
So, like
Don't
what?
make us fucking speak for him, please.
Yeah. Because believe me, if you make me speak up for somebody I didn't really care for, I
It's gonna
mean,
be
God rest
bad
his soul,
news
but
bears. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring the thunder like you ain't never seen.
You know, fucking dumb bitch.
Yeah, same here, Emery. Like I didn't really care much for him. I mean, I don't think we ever had a decent back and forth conversation, but I would never sit and disrespect him now that he's dead. I mean,
That's what dumb bitches do, dude. She's just a dumb
Or to say
bitch.
it to your face. Her house. Girl, I love you, girl. I really do. And hopefully one day you will see it. And hopefully it's very soon. Please do not send him no money, girl. Don't send him any. If anyone would go into debt for that con, would be so dumb. I am invincible.
I see brainworms in the chat there. I just wanted to let you know, brainworms, that since we were just talking about Gypsy, one of the doxes she tried to send me was of you, and I never even gave it a second thought. Honestly, at that point, I didn't even know who were all in the Mean Girls, and I didn't really pay much attention to it. I tried to not pay attention to it, so I didn't even give it any thought, But I did notice that was one of the names that she sent me to docs, like the docs of, like you know, name, address, all kinds of stupid shit. And I won't even start.
Invincible, listen, we know what we did. We don't need you to tell us. And actually, we were fooled by Ernie and blindsided. Every time we would maybe question him about something, he would start a
Right.
fight with
You
Nicolina.
still defended him and went after people and slandered them
Oh,
and made their lives miserable. But that
she
don't
finds a way
count.
of blaming on Nicolina right here. Like,
This same shit that Ernie was doing, she was doing.
yeah,
But listen to how she's talking about Ernie. She was with him during all of these things. But she's going to act like she wasn't.
yeah,
But we seen her. We know what happened. It's documented. Like she would have to clear out her whole channel to get rid of the evidence. But she's a dumb bitch.
yeah. She sure did cause a lot around here, Erica. And by the time we got figured out where it all came from, and it had already affected so many that it almost brought our mods to the ground. Or at least separated us 50-50 almost at one point. She's just crazy.
And
Yes.
blindsided every time.
Yeah, and you weren't
She's
blind.
alone.
You knew what was coming.
She was helping do it.
Yep, every step of the way.
And we would maybe question him about something, he would start a fight with Nicolina, or he'd start a fight with Jimbo.
Huh. You
You
mean
were with him while those were happening, you dumb bitch.
when you go live out of the blue and want to start talking about me and my family, that was Ernie's behest?
Or those ones where she gets up there screaming, Jimbo, get over here on this panel, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Jimbo. Like she spends a half an hour doing that dumb shit.
Yep.
And what does she do while she's doing it? She sits there and talks about your first marriage, your current marriage, your wife, your kids, like everything. But she's going to condemn Ernie for doing the same shit.
Yep.
How's that working out, Mama T? Like everybody's seen you do it for at least 2 years. We watched.
There's only
And now
one
you're
been
trying to
one.
condemn him for doing the same shit you were involved helping him do.
Yeah. There's only been one liar and scammer as close to the level of Ernie over the last 3 years on YouTube, and that's been MamaT.
What did Bam Bam say? Yeah. Exactly, Tiger Lori. Exactly. Hi, brainworms. 0 bone. No, it's a $10,000 bond, silly rabbit. Yes, Kathy.
Maggie Mag said, yeah, Mom is growing her channel on Ernie. You know what I got to say to that, Maggie Mags?
Yay.
Good for you, yeah, Mom.
Yep. Get it, girl.
Anything we can do to help promote it, let us know.
No, Maggie, girl. I love you, girl. I really do. And hopefully one day you will see it. And hopefully it's very soon. Please do not send him no money, girl. Don't send him any of your hard-earned money because he doesn't give two shits about you. He's going to sue all of us to pay back his bond. I heard that. Maggie, please go listen to the calls. All of them. Start at the fucking very beginning where Renee Marie is.
Why, Mama T? You don't want her to duck her head in the sand like you did for the last 3 years?
Right.
I mean, that seems to be the way to do it, right? Mama T just didn't want to hear it. She just closed her ears and said, Ernie's my friend.
Is talking to him. Please. Because honestly, it'll tell you so much. Were you here yesterday, Maggie? Yes,
No,
Charlene,
I
he
would have
is.
told you, Air Force.
Blame Katie's getting sued. I'm getting sued too, Katie. Don't worry. Devo's getting sued.
Mama T, you just threw yourself in there like Griff and Tina Simmerly in The Murder for Hire. What the fuck would somebody sue you for? I mean, seriously, what could they possibly get from you? That's right. Nothing.
Nope.
You've listened to all the calls. Well, let me show you something. Sorry, y'all that were here yesterday. I'm going to play this for Maggie. Maggie, please listen. Please listen to this. Okay. All he wants is power and control. And I got proof. It's his own words. Drop Bandit's link, y'all, please. Let me see which one was first. I think it's this one.
Like I said, rap ain't gonna be alive much longer anyways. I don't think there's too many people out there that's gonna. Well,
you said he.
have to do.
Wait, you said that you don't think he's going to be alive because a lot of people were out. A lot of people were out to get rap.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah.
Oh wow. What if what else has he done?
The worst thing rap can do is stay in Tennessee.
You know,
that's the worst fucking thing he can do. Stay in Tennessee.
Do you think he'll change his name?
And it don't matter.
Just to rid the identity and the reputation.
Look, I've got the power and control when it comes to Tennessee. Like I said, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Rap, at best, get out of Tennessee. Seriously.
Now, see, Ernie, that's kind of a dangerous thing for somebody to be saying from inside a jail cell. Bet you wish you'd thought about this to get raps for you when he was in jail, don't you? Boy, you could have had some fun back with that, couldn't you, Skern Dog? You think Smoky Mountain Mama would have told Rap about her laying on your chest and she wanted it, but you didn't?
That's all I'm going to say. It's not going to be me.
All the power.
He's saying that it's going to be other people. He's saying that he has fire on his trail.
He has a lot. Look, you have to understand, the person he done that to, it's done deal, dude. It's done deal, bro.
Your earned rap is always better than you. See, people are just talking about rap in the chat. Well, I appreciate you coming up, Ernie, and giving me a call. I was surprised.
Scotty, I have been saying it for 2.5 years, but it's time now. You see, last Tiger Live, live was called, we've been playing with a prey way too long. It's time we start destroying it. And as soon as I get this item in my hands here in the next little bit, you're going to see people cry.
That's right, Tiger Lori. Ernie did say the same thing about Jimbo shaking my head. Yeah, and that didn't come true either, did it?
Whine, moan, and bitch. And complain.
Tiger Lori. Boy, I need to get a screenshot of this one. Nothing Ernie has ever said has happened. Or, I'm sorry. Nothing Ernie has said has ever happened. Wow.
Yeah.
That's your ride or die there, Skern Dog. Man.
And there's nothing they can do about it.
Why?
Nothing can stop what's coming. Nothing.
You're not gonna tell us what's coming, or?
No, that's a movie, brother. I can't be giving you into the movie.
Well, I'm curious to find out what the ending is going to be myself.
Well, stick around. I'm so glad you're not into drama with you, man. I really.
Well, I'm a news reporter, and I actually have a background in college. I went to community college for media publishing in English.
Yeah, that doesn't make you a news reporter, dipshit. What up, Mr. No?
The one where he says he's the ultimate and nobody can touch him. He's not going to jail. Blah, blah, blah. He is a psychopath, Crystal. That's a fact. And every clip that I have on.
Well, we know the RNC didn't really buy the phone now. That was the Margaret lady from Florida or South Carolina. I don't know. But yeah, somebody else bought the phone and now wants it back. And Ernie's like, wait till I get out. Why? It's not your phone, Skern. You might not be getting out for a while.
Right. And that's going to sit in evidence or property until you get out, if you do.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Imagine if you get charged with some other crimes. Yeah.
Hey, Minnie Jr.
We need to see Ernie's phone. Can't keep him from getting it now.
Nope.
On this live itself, he says he has the power and control at least 4 times in all of those calls. And I don't give a fuck who it is.
MamaT, he's been saying that for 3 years, though. Like, you're just now noticing it because you just now want to notice it. He ain't, honestly, it's the same thing he said for 4 years, 3 years. Everything he's saying, he's already said it. Just this time he's behind bars saying it. But it's all the same shit. Same old keep fighting the good fight. What fight is that, Ernie? The good fight, the good one.
I don't care who it is, even Ernie. Nobody deserves to be threatened with their life, period. Hi, JP. Good to see you. He does. He does. And if you heard the beginning of that,
Johnny,
stay blocked. Oh, legs. Serve that. And that woman is really sick. Oh, you're not the one that's on the calls with him, though?
Oh, here's Margaret showing up.
They pinged his damn phone. Someone else. Now he's trying to reach out to his actual OG. Hello, bestie. All right. Hold on, Margaret. I'll let you come up.
I've known Ernie since he was probably 8, 9 years old. He used to come to my house and we'd play cards.
All right. This is Margaret Brock. She goes by 606 Mayor's wife or something like that now on YouTube. But anyway, she has known Ernie longer than me. She's known me about as long as I've known Ernie. And just listen to what she says. Now, a lot of the stuff I think she's misinformed on. I've actually messaged with her a couple times after this live. And, but yeah, I look forward to talking to her in the future because I think even more might come out. Because hearing her talk has reminded me of some things.
him and Shelby Lee and his sisters, like all of them. He wasn't
Okay.
tased by his dad. He wasn't tased by his dad or nothing like that. He was shunned by his dad. His dad didn't want anything to do with those kids or the mother.
Did he have mental issues? Does he have mental issues?
Like I think he was like bipolar when he was a kid, like really, really bad. He's got ADHD, like off the wall, really bad. Now it's gotten into worse since he's gotten older, and it's like multiple personality type shit. And he needs medication. He really needs to be medicated. And now that he has been using, like it's pushed him over the edge even more. And the hype of his name being out there and people talking about him, it builds up his hype in his own head. Does that make sense?
Actually, Kemper, it makes perfect sense. That's exactly what Ernie wants.
Yep.
Margaret nailed it. Yeah, you're giving it to him, Mama G. That's what he wants. Because now, what Ernie's going to do when he gets out, however long it takes, he's planning on coming to YouTube. He'll say, I ain't coming back to YouTube. And then he'll say, did you see my new channel yet? But Ernie is going to now, it's not Jimbo, Kemper, and Nicolina's been working on the whole time. Now he's going to throw you in there too. You watch, Mama T. You watch. You'll be in there with us. And see, I want you to tell me how it feels to be grouped in with people you don't like just because Ernie says so. Now, I'll tell you what, I am glad that Connie Big Blue Sue decided to keep on pushing the narrative about the mean girls in the stand because, now, it's all good.
Yeah, it does, because he's very much stuck on himself.
Right.
Yep.
And he always has been.
Yeah,
He's always been a little cocky. He's always been a little cocky shit. Like he's always been, you know what I mean? Like I really treated him like a little brother. And it really broke my heart whenever I heard him admit to tying that girl up and leaving her for somebody to SA. And it broke my heart.
Right. Well, when I first heard the story, I actually thought Ernie was trolling when he said that shit on my panel that day. I thought he was trolling, and it was, just one of his, out there stories he tells, or maybe it was from a mission. You know what I'm saying? I didn't believe it was him. I thought he was just trolling people with that. But then when I learned,
I'm sorry, I tried to get him to answer my phone call. I blowed his phone up. I called him 100 times to try to get him to explain to me the supposed skits that he had done and the whole tying the girl up thing. And he would not explain that to me at all. And me and
it's because he'll know you're seeing through it, Margaret. He'll know you're lying to him. Or I'm sorry, he'll know that he's lying to him. My bad, I worded that wrong. I did notice Beth said anal crabs was being especially retarded in MamaT's chat tonight. Yeah, I was sent a few screenshots from what he said earlier because I didn't see them when they were live, or I would have said something back if I could have. But he was saying shit like Jimbo had more motive to kill Arcade than Ernie did. What fucking motive did I have?
Right.
Because I filed bankruptcy, which was not when you all say it was. It was filed in late January 2013. So if I just got rich off of a big robbery, why would I file bankruptcy? But anyway, a lot of that misinformation is going to be addressed with this shit. Mama T's been spreading it so freely.
Ernie have talked about everything. I mean, everything. Okay, and I don't understand why he wouldn't answer me if it wasn't true. You know what I mean? I don't get it.
right. I also would like to know, was his dad a sadistic psychopath like he says?
His dad's a little crazy. I mean, he's a little crazy, but I think he suffered from what we call around here little man syndrome. He wanted to be a tough guy, but he really wasn't.
Kind of like Ernie.
He's been out on the
and speak easy.
Report shooting off guns, to try to terrify the neighbors type shit. But hell, I mean, we're in the country. You don't, if you're not going to use it, don't fucking pull it.
Right.
So I mean, he likes to let on like his grandpa killed. His grandpa was a really stern old man set in his ways, and he actually raised Ernie. Him and the grandmother, the grandfather and the grandmother raised Ernie. And like he just, I don't know, I just don't get it. Like, I mean, we was all raised up hard. We was raised up poor. Not going to sit here and try to fake it, be nothing I'm not. I'm still fucking poor. But I don't let it get to me like the Ernie did. You know what I mean? He wanted to be something so bad, like it got to his head. Shelby Lee's the only killer that's in their family.
So Shelby Lee is really a psycho.
Shelby Lee is like a countrified Michael Myers.
Oh boy.
Yeah, like I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the kid, even though he killed somebody, and I know the family that he hurt. But he had always respected me, no matter what. Even from like 7, 8-year-old on up, even now that he's grown, he still has respect for me, and I think he does that because I'm not fake with him. You understand that? Like if he's in the right, I'll tell him.
No, Mama T has no clue because she's fake with everybody.
Yep.
Wrong, and if he's in the right, I'll back him if he's in the right. But like, and I always did Ernie. But whenever he admitted to tying that girl up and wouldn't give me any kind of excellent, just wouldn't explain it to me. Oh my God, if I can reach through the file, I'd have touched him.
So Ernie has every reason to be afraid of Shelby. That is true.
Yeah, because I think honestly, like because him and Jimbo they knew what happened, and I commend Jimbo and Ernie for turning him in. I really do, because wrong's wrong. But in the same sense, I think that they thought, or they had him thinking that they was on board with it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I know that sounds weird, but I think that he really thought in his head that they were on board with it, that they had nothing against it.
Now, I will say this, and I think what she's trying to say is that Shelby thought we would be cool with it. As far as I'm concerned, I know that's the fact, because I mean, he rode over there with his brother, who claims to be my friend for many, many years. And when he came over there when the confession first happened, and I've seen the. Oh yeah, I saw that, Diana. It's ironic goes court on 12/12. That's Thelma's birthday too. But what was I saying?
I can't remember now.
I can't either. But anyway, I don't think Shelby thought we were cool with it. I just thought he thought he could brag to it and not get turned in.
Yeah, he did brag to other people too, though.
Several other people. See, that's the thing. Like, that never gets talked about. It never gets talked about. But he's a braggart, and that's what Margaret's going to say. He brags.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they I can't remember how many they had in court, but there was quite a few that he had told about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a matter of who went to the cops.
Yep.
Because he told quite a few people.
Yep.
Right. Right. So Shelby truly is a psycho. Did he kill as many people as Ernie said he did? Because Ernie said that he has murdered children and women and
like Shelby would have hurt a child. He did threaten to hurt Ernie's child, but that was while him and Ernie were arguing. I don't think he would really actually hurt a child ever. But as far as how many bodies that I know that he has, he's got one, honey.
Yep.
And that's the Ronnie King murder.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So someone wants to know who's tougher, Shelby or Ernie?
Shelby, by far.
Yeah. Alan Krebs says, Mama T, why did all of this start after Shell's involvement in the Wells case? For one thing, Shell has no involvement in the Wells case other than be a damn nosy ass YouTuber that stuck his nose in and tried to hurt that case.
Yep.
Make the money on it. Now, this didn't happen after the Wells case. Dipshit. This happened in 2013. And he went to court in 19 and then back in court for a plea deal in 20. I'm pretty sure all of that falls before the Wells case. So shut up, Alan.
Shelby would whoop Ernie in seconds.
I believe that.
So when did Ernie start this con man scam and bullshit that he's been doing?
Probably since he was a teenager, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it actually was when he was a teenager, because my first cousin, grew up, and you'll hear Margaret talk about the camp where she felt like she raised half the kids there. In that camp in Kildav, Kildav, Kildav. And my cousin, when Ernie saw a picture of her on my wall, said, "Oh, I used to be in love with her." I'm like, "Really? With my cousin?" And he was like, "Well, I was in love with her, but she didn't know it." Well, when he talks about the captain of the cheerleaders and all that shit, that was my cousin. She didn't have, like, she felt sorry for Ernie, like most people do. He's a poor little skinny kid, and before so I won't have to stop it later. I may still stop it, but later on, Margaret talks about Ernie did have a rough childhood. Okay, well, so did I. So did you, Margaret. So did 95 or better percent of people in these mountains.
Yeah, people, it don't matter. Like, everyone that has grown up has had some kind of traumatic experience growing up as a child.
Mm-hmm.
The severity, it differs, but still traumatic nonetheless.
But she does call him out for lying about his daddy. Said he never tased him and shit.
Yeah, Mac didn't do the shit Ernie claims.
No.
His grandfather didn't do the shit that Ernie claims. The only person that has any body count of any real, like, murderous intentions is Shelby with Ronnie King.
Yeah. Sweet and Salty said Jimbo should be afraid as well. I'm going to tell you right now, Sweet and Salty. In 2039, if Shelby walks out of a prison a free man,
he's not.
If I ever see him at all, I won't ask no questions.
Mm-hmm.
Because he'll have no business being where I'm going to be at.
Probably since he was a teenager.
So he's been doing this for a long time.
He can honestly sell ice to a fucking Eskimo. I've told him that since he was little. Like, honestly, like, he just has that way. But as far as the grifting and the other shit that he's got into on YouTube, and it started on Facebook and then went to YouTube and this, he's leaving his own hype in his head.
Right. So, Margaret, what does Ernie's family really think about Ernie?
To be completely honest with you, most of the time they don't have anything to do with him.
Mm-hmm. Do you know why that is?
Because he's a true piece of shit.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, like, people don't really, I don't know, they don't really hang out with the unclean. And if you've been listening to all the stories on YouTube, you'll know that the ones I told you 3 years ago about Ernie not liking to clean himself up or take a bath or a shower, well, he's a stinky little bastard. Nobody wants to be around that nastiness all the time.
So why did you stay friends with him so long if you believe that he's a piece of shit? I'm just asking. I know what.
Because that was like I said, that was my little brother, and I overlooked a lot of shit. Me, him, and Jimbo had MMA, which is mixed martial arts shows here in Heartland. Jimbo was awesome. He had awesome shows. I will not down Jimbo at all for that. The boys around here had actually wanted me to start my own show because they thought that I would be fair, and I did. I done two, and Jimbo cut my throat on a couple of shit that went on, and I won't get into that, but.
And Margaret, I messaged you earlier and asked you what you meant by that, and then you told me, and then I didn't remember it. But Thelma said it was true, and so I accept it, and I apologize. But I was all about business, and I didn't know you at the time. But all I can do is say, but looking back, I'm sorry now, but it was. It was what it was. It is what it is, I guess.
Ernie's supposed to have been helping me, and I had quite a bit of money sunk into it. And
That's the thing, Margaret. It's always somebody else's money.
You know,
Yeah, and
he
I'll
don't
let her
have any money.
more, and then I'm going to explain more about somebody else's money because she talks about what a mind he's got, and I want to talk about that.
I have actually one pair of gloves now out of 16 that Ernie said that he was going to borrow and bring back to me. And I don't know if anybody knows anything about mixed martial arts, but we had several different kinds of gloves, and I had a lot of money put into that. And I still invited Ernie into my home because that's the.
When she said I cut her throat and stuff, sweet and saucy, said, Jimbo, do tell Margaret. Well, they listen, them bloodthirsty hoes in there, man. Oh gosh, give us some juice on Jimbo.
Right.
Kind of love that I have for Ernie. Like I don't have siblings. I got a sister that me and her don't even fuck. Like I don't even consider her my sister. You understand what I'm saying? So Ernie was like my little brother, and I always took up for him and had his back. I would walk through hell for that boy. And when like I said, when he admitted, when he heard it out of his own mouth and he admitted it,
Kentucky,
it broke my fucking heart.
Oh my. I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry that you had to find out that way. I'm sorry that we all had to go through that because, I legitimately did believe Ernie was saving.
You didn't go through a damn thing, Mama T. You scammed as many people as Ernie did. You tried to sell his shirts for him. You even told people you got yours. Now, put it on. Let's see it. Oh, that's right. You lied. Why did you lie to back a scammer? Was it because you wanted to back a scammer and a liar, or because you wanted me to be wrong? Or because you wanted Kemper to be wrong? Or because you wanted Nicolina to be wrong?
All of it.
Yeah, we were all right. When we came to YouTube, tell you and others about him, we were right.
Children are going to save children.
Do what, brother?
I said they automatically dug in and attacked us.
Sure as hell did.
And I believed in the mission.
Right.
Now, shit. What mission, Mama T? What's the mission? Did you ever get a mission statement from Ernie? Like what your goals were for this year, this quarter? Anything? No. All you get hearing was, keep fighting the good fight. If you want to donate, donate. And if you don't, well, don't.
And that's what I'm saying. Like what he had intended on doing and saving the kids at all cost. Like I would have backed him through hell and high water. But when he got to his own hype in his own head, and he went and messed up a couple of cases, that's fucked up. Excuse my language, but that's fucked. I mean, it's really messed up.
Girl, you don't. It's okay. I try to catch myself, but sometimes I just can't. Do you believe Ernie? And she already did answer that. Agori Palu. She did say that she believes he has a split personality. She believes, in her opinion, he has DID, which is dissociative identity disorder, formerly multiple personality disorder.
Yes, ma'am.
My God.
Yeah, Mama T, I heard diagnosing people. She's been diagnosing people with that forever.
Paranoid schizophrenia is what he was diagnosed with. And by all of his symptoms, what we've seen makes sense. I mean, I'm just saying. You can be misdiagnosed, and I'm sure along the way that he has. Lots of people are. But I've seen too many signs. The dude is paranoid schizophrenic.
Yep.
That's it.
Crystal Fire, he says that's not a child, it's a grown-ass man, but who knows?
I heard about him trying to, he had kidnapped a kid and a mother. I'm not sure if that's true. I have no opinion on that right now because I don't know if it's true or not. If he did, he needs to be put in fucking prison. But I know he did kidnap his supposed boyfriend Phil.
So yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. Did you just say he kidnapped Phil? What?
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh my God, we've talked about this for years.
Yeah, Mama T's getting ready to play completely dumb like she's never heard this. Hold on. Did you just say he kidnapped Phil? Well, tell us all about it. I was sitting there listening to it while it was going on while I was riding down the road, and I was thinking, I know good and well she's heard this.
Yep.
He kidnapped Phil. They were supposed to be going to the store or something, maybe. I'm not sure. Not supposed to
They were going to the airport.
be in a far ride. He ended up bringing Phil to Kentucky unwillingly.
Whoa, that's crazy. Have a good day, Sally. I'll see you later, bestie.
Do you think Mama T just don't listen to some of the stuff like her guests are saying? Because she said, whoa, that's crazy, and then goes right into saying have a good day to somebody else, but never really gives any substance of, whoa, that's crazy.
So oh my God, he kidnapped Phil, brought him to Kentucky, and then what?
Oh,
what happened?
They had went to Jimbo's house.
Hang on, Margaret. They didn't go to my house. Now, I know it's been a while and the details are sketchy. But now I did see the highway run and I did offer Ernie to go to my house and he did. But Phil and Ernie never went to my house. Phil took Ernie to the Williamsburg Police Department and they brought him to my house. And then Ernie broke in my house with my permission. I told him to go through the window. But yeah. Him and Phil never came to my house. No.
They went to Jimbo's.
Yeah, they were there at Jimbo's house, and
no, they wasn't.
I'm not sure how it came about or something. Somebody said that Jimbo had told Ernie to let the man have his car and go back home or something.
I did.
Like Jimbo and Ernie were really close too, and Jimbo treated Ernie like a son.
Yep.
And Ernie was so jealous of the fact that I don't know, like that was chaotic, crazy shit.
You hear that? Margaret said that Ernie was jealous of me. Now, that's not what Ernie wants to tell everybody, though, is it?
Right.
Ernie ended up in the hospital in Psych in Harlan, leaving from my house in an ambulance because he had seized.
Right quick. Behind Green Eyes, are you in the house? El Kendi, you in the house? Anybody in the house that can do some clipping? I'm going to back this up about 10 seconds. And I want this next clip. I expect this next clip to hit the streets tomorrow. Please, I'm begging. Let me back it up just a tad. Because I want to save this one for the grandkids. I had heard her briefly mention this, but I had never heard the story until today.
My house in an ambulance because he had seized out because he was so upset at Jimbo.
So yeah, I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you about that. Did you just say
because he was so upset.
There it is. Now clip it.
So oh my God, he kidnapped Phil, brought him to Kentucky, and then what? What happened?
Hey,
they went to Jimbo's house.
They went to Jimbo's.
Yeah, they were there at Jimbo's house, and I'm not sure how it came about or something. Somebody said that Jimbo had told Ernie to let the man have his car and go back home or something. Like Jimbo and Ernie were really close too, and Jimbo treated Ernie like a son. And Ernie was so jealous of the fact that I don't know, like that was chaotic, crazy shit. Ernie ended up in the hospital in Psych in Harlan, leaving from my house in an ambulance because he had seized out because he was so upset at Jimbo.
He seized out?
He seized
like he had a seizure?
out. Yes, fell in my floor, seized out, and I had to call an ambulance for him. Because he was so upset. Like he is so obsessed with Jimbo, it's unreal.
Well, Jimbo's pretty obsessed with him too. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, he sort of is. But
no, I am not obsessed with Ernie. Like I said, just like Margaret.
And obsessed is two different things.
Yeah. Well, just like Margaret says that later on that she's from Harlan County. She's got a little bit of redneck, a little bit of country. And those sisters talking that shit, she ain't just going to let that shit slide.
Right.
Well, I'm not going to let Ernie slide either.
Yeah.
you will pay for all you've said and done, Ernie.
Remember they said it's supposed to say official in the little seal, right? Obviously, they're idiots. It doesn't. It says official or official, right?
I was going to say, Sweet and Salty says, did Jimbo sell drugs? Now you get into the meat and potatoes here, Sweet and Salty.
Sweet and
Now,
salty, stupid as hell.
if you'll remember, Brad Enlow, long-time drug user, and probably sold them too, I'm sure, looking at his record, from Harlan, said he had never heard me selling any drugs. But then a couple weeks later, Speakeasy raised a couple $100 to give him and Josh Shanks, and then they come up with all these damn drug stories.
But like, it's more of a jealousy thing from Ernie. I don't know if that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. So why is he so jealous of Jimbo then?
Just because of what he has. Or what he had at one point. What he had. I don't know what he has now, but what he had. And as far as I know, I seen somebody say something about Jimbo selling drugs. As far as I know, I've never even heard of Jimbo selling drugs. Okay? Like, I really ain't. Like, not trying to back Jimbo by any means, because Jimbo knows we have a love-hate relationship, me and Jimbo do. Like, we get along, but, like, he knows how I feel, and I know how he feels. You know what I mean? Like, we just communicate as grown people.
Funny thing, though, I see our relationship improving after the messages I got tonight, Kemper. When I messaged Margaret, one of the things when I was telling her, if I did do some cutthroat shit, I didn't really like you, Margaret, because, well, you were going to be Ernie's witness that he had listed on his arrest warrant, saying I stole $5,000 from him at my event. Did you know she didn't know nothing about that?
Really?
Yep, swears to me, and I believe her.
Oh no, I would too. Ernie has been known to forge,
and that's been 20 some years ago.
Yeah.
Or 20 years ago, close to it. Like, and that could have got one of us hurt.
Yeah.
If the judge would have believed it, and she would.
That's the kind of shit Ernie does.
Yeah.
Like we've said that. Like if he is around any of your personal information, including your signature, I'm sure he can mimic it. He'll use it.
Rhonda says, so Kemper is a paranoid schizo diagnosis he got when he was committed as a teen. The ones I know about are the one when he was in New York, when he failed to appear for his weapons charge.
What are you reading?
Rhonda at the bottom says, so Kemper is the paranoid schizo diagnosis he got when he was committed as a teen. That's about Ernie, ain't it? He's the only one.
Sorry, I didn't know what you were reading from. I didn't know if it was.
Oh yeah, I got it highlighted.
Sorry.
But yeah, now all of the diagnoses I've heard of have been since he was an adult, because I didn't know him as a teen.
Right.
Now
Amber talks about it, but that's all I know about.
Yeah, Amber did say that, but I don't know if she ever said a diagnosis. Did she?
She said Shelby and Ernie was sent away.
Yeah.
That's what she said. So I figure if they're being sent away and held for any amount of time, it's probably like a 5150 hold.
If anybody looking to sell coins, cards, and Hot Wheels, holler at Jimmy from Bayou. He might have a good deal for you. Got any original Dukes of Hazzard cars, Jimmy? Like the big Boss Hog car with the horns on the front of it? I wouldn't mind. I'd buy a couple of those. Kemper probably is tired, Zero Fucks.
What?
Zero Fucks said Kemper sounds tired. I said Kemper probably is tired.
I'm definitely tired. I'm high too.
But Jimbo does not sell drugs as far as I know.
Okay.
Jimbo don't sell drugs.
No.
Do you think that Shelby was treated unfairly on his case?
Absolutely.
Why do you feel that way?
There was a long history of stuff that had went on, and a lot of these boys around here were getting mistreated by a lot of these older guys, and I think it was deep-rooted stuff as far as taking advantage and essaying them, and a lot of stuff wasn't brought up.
Yeah, and I'd heard a lot of these rumors too that RK and other men in the community who had political positions traded for favors with those teenage boys and stuff. So I don't know for a fact. I couldn't verify it for a fact, but I've heard that too. So yeah, I mean and Margaret lives right up there. Like she knows, what goes on, and
Right.
somebody from the community could see now. I know YouTube has this big misconception that I live next door to Harlan County, but I don't. I don't even live close. I live over an hour away. Margaret, she lives there. She has lived there. She knows what goes on in Harlan better than I do. Oh, and Alan Krebs throws in down here at the bottom. Mama T, JC is jealous of ES. No, not hardly, Alan. Not hardly. I'm jealous of you, Alan.
Okay, I understand that. Is Ernie jealous of Shelby because of the relationship he has with his family?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'd say yeah.
Yes, Alan, there is some jealousy by Jimbo too. We all know that. But the thing is,
okay, what am I jealous of, Mama T? I'm serious. Like name one thing that I have to be jealous of from Ernie. For one thing, I'm not jealous of anybody, of anything they have. I don't envy anybody's life. That's because I'm a happy man. I've lived a good life. I hope I don't, but if I checked out of this world tomorrow, I've lived a good 51 years and 10 months or so. Still ain't lived as long as Kemper, but I've lived. Thought I forgot, didn't you?
Oh no. No.
what she's saying is Ernie is more jealous of Jimbo because he has the family life. He has a house. He has things.
I had things. When she said had, she meant the MMA events. My events were legit. Ernie's horseshit. Ernie had shitty events with no regulation. No, I actually helped get the laws and regulations passed to legalize paying fighters in Kentucky. Ernie did not.
Okay, that's what you're saying. And everybody knows I don't like Jimbo. But
like in a gymnasium, like at a small school, not a big city school or nothing like that, because we have small schools around here. But Jimbo would pack. He would literally have those seats packed. There would only be standing room. The fire marshal actually had to come in a couple of times and warn him because there were too many in his shows. Ernie flipped out because Jimbo did do good, and he did put on good shows, and he did what he did, and he had an awesome shows.
And you know what, Margaret? I started with wrestling promotion. And they weren't real good as far as, I don't know. They were good shows, but there wasn't a whole lot of people there. Because, we weren't on TV, and most of the time we didn't have TV stars coming into the shows. But I started there, and I learned how to promote events. And then when I started my MMA event, I had the luxury of knowing Bob Steins. He was my jiu-jitsu instructor. And he's fought in Pancrase and in Japan and all over the world. So I had his help with setting things up. I had MMA veterans of many shows that helped me. Ernie thought he knew it all. And Ernie spent every dime he had that didn't belong to him. money I spent was my money. I worked. Thelma worked. The fights, if we made money, whoa, great. But we didn't leave there saying, oh my God, we didn't make no money. What are we going to do now?
Right.
That's the way Ernie did it. That's what I was going to say earlier, and I let it skip to now. But Ernie never appreciated anything because he didn't pay for it.
Right.
Somebody else footed the bill, like Dr. Sack.
And Ernie was so mind fucked by that. It was unreal.
So basically what she's saying, y'all, is this. When they were doing the wrestling stuff and the MMA stuff, Jimbo would pack the house and Ernie couldn't do it, and he was jealous of that.
Yes, ma'am.
I tried to tell you.
Yep.
Do you know if
Sorry,
and this is a
call.
sensitive subject, trigger warning, y'all, it's okay. I'm the black sheep of my family too, y'all. It's all right. I get it. And obviously
Right,
Ernie
I
is
am
the black
too.
sheep of his family. Like, I'm not trying to help Ernie at all, because I will never help that man again. After what he has done to so many people. No. And
So Mama T, you decided that after 3 years? But I put up with shit stealing from my family and everything for 20 years, and I'm a bad person for finally saying no. Hell, you only made it 3 years, bitch.
then what he did to Deb, I just can't. I won't.
He said that Deb didn't even show up for court.
Okay,
I
well,
don't know,
if everybody remembers
her. I
correctly,
don't want to say anything bad about her, but I did hear that she didn't even show up.
Sweet and salty. Why does Jimbo hate ES? Well, I can tell you this. If I hate Ernie, Margaret wouldn't be the one to tell you why I hated Ernie. Wouldn't you think you'd ask me that? Why would Margaret know why I hated or disliked or didn't like somebody? She just told you all that she didn't see me much. Like, we don't live next door.
Show up for court.
Let me tell you this, Margaret. She took him in, knowing he was wanted, knowing that, there was a possibility he could be on drugs.
Right.
She took him in. I mean, she didn't believe he was on drugs. Let me just clarify that. None of us did at that point in time. But she took him in, fed him, pretty much treated him like, hey, you're my friend. Here you go. I know you're down and out.
Cassandra, did Jimbo have the growth growing out of his gut when he wrestled, asking for everyone? You're probably talking about my lap band port. It's the only thing I can think of. But that's a weird question to ask. Do you stare at my midsection too? That's a kind of a weird question there, Cassandra.
Oh, let me help you out.
Right.
All right, y'all. Hold on just a second.
What up, Izzy?
That too. Yeah, she took him because he believed she believed he was dying. Okay, because he told everybody he has cancer.
No, she don't. She didn't give me no apology, Kimberly.
Hi, Becky. Hi, Penny. That's why she took him in. But she really did try to help Ernie. Now, let me ask you a question. And this is just, a roundabout question. And it's a sensitive subject, so I'm going to say trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Everybody get ready. If you were asleep and you woke up to a man on top of you, what is that?
Man laying on top of you. Were they wearing clothes? Like, you need to be more specific, Mama T. But yeah, it's definitely an SA. I would imagine if that's true, it's an SA. I'm not. Oh, hold on a second. Shit, I don't want to do that. I'm not convinced that's true. Because when Ernie's with the women, he got to get the peen pump out, right?
Mhm.
Now, you think you get the peen pump out to, let's say, somebody that, I'm not trying to throw off on her or nothing, man. I'm sure she was an attractive lady, 20 years ago or so, but do you think this happened? The thing with Debbie, I don't. I think she found his big Tarvey and his
Yep,
sugar
scorned.
bag, yeah, and realized he chose Dick over her.
Are you there, Margaret?
Yes, ma'am. And I don't want to say that word, but like, yeah, yeah.
That's what
I
I
know
heard,
what.
man,
It
Kim.
was her daughter, wasn't it?
Yep. Well, they've told 2 or 3 different things now.
Yeah.
Yep. Said her daughter saw Ernie standing over her. So Debo never saw him, according to the original story. But now I guess she has seen him. So I don't know. They wouldn't hold up well in court, whether it was Zoom or not. You're going to accuse a man of something like that, you better damn well be ready to go to court for it.
I know what I would do in that situation, or after that situation. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah.
Let me just say this. Let me just ask you this. I'll say it. Do you believe that's sexual assault or no?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know. Yes, Crystal, it is. I know she didn't show up for court, but everybody's forgetting there was a big ass freaking hurricane there around that same time. Yeah, burning bed. Yep.
Thank you, Izzy. Good deal.
No, it's rape. Like if you're sleeping and you wake up with a guy on top of you, you can't consent if you're asleep, people. That
ain't what you said, MamaT. Consent to what? See, MamaT, you are convicting this man in the court of public opinion before it's even been to court. And it looks like it ain't going to go to court. So, I don't know. MamaT, you're really showing that how immature you are by backing Ernie for as strong as you did for this long, and now all out hating him and saying you won't have anything to do with anybody that has anything to do with him, and blah, blah, blah.
is rape. I'm sorry.
Right.
That's exactly what happened. She was dealing with the hurricane. So Ernie did not win that case, like he says.
Did she call the court and let them know what was going on? Like,
exactly, Erica.
Yes, she did.
Okay.
But she couldn't get through till the next day because they were dealing with a hurricane. So my whole thing is this. Yes, right one. Yes. But the only thing is when never mind. That's not my place to put that out. Never mind.
Right, but she needs to call the court and try to have a rescheduling because of the hurricane. Because I think that they would give leniency on that, because that's messed up if she couldn't get to court because of a natural disaster. So, and him letting on like she just didn't show up for court. See, that's the thing. Everybody, the way that shit's worded, and nobody knows exactly what's going on in other people's real life. That's why people make assumptions.
Yeah, the phones were down. The electricity was down. Everything was down. So her not being able to get to court is not her fault. But yes, she did call. She did. So here's the thing, okay? I don't care if you are drinking. If you're passed out and you wake up with somebody on top of you, that's rape, people.
Yep.
Report it. Alan, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. A person who is asleep cannot consent. Period. There's no more to say about it.
I don't know. I didn't catch it, but there was a person asked if there was proof of Ernie on drugs. Yes, he has.
All right, Kemper, get ready. Get ready. I promise you, I did not talk to Margaret before this, and I haven't even spoken to her about what she's about to say
Yeah.
since. Not yet, but I'm going to. Tell me if you've ever heard this before. Now, this one's coming from Margaret and not from Jimbo.
It has been found in his system several times. He actually showed me a bag of meth when he was working on the railroad in New Orleans. He showed me a bag of meth on video chat.
Not that one.
It's in his system. It's in his medical records. Even his sister has admitted that he was on drugs. I have that in my messages. So, yes, there is proof.
Yep.
Yep. And
Agreed.
she goes on to talk about pouring in his drinks and everything.
Is there a way you can get that to me, Margaret? Like, could you message that to me?
Yeah, if you could. Do you have your? Hold on, I'm in my kitchen right now. I don't have a pen. Excuse me.
I got one from his sister. It says the same thing.
Oh,
Ernie says they put in his drink.
give me a second to get an ink pen, and I'll go ahead and write it down. That way, I can just go ahead and email it to you.
Are meth users like that cool with just handing out their drugs to strangers? Hey, let's go drop some of these drugs in this stranger's drink here and let them have it instead of me taking it. I wouldn't imagine that.
Okay.
What's your email?
It's Nonya, Noneya, all lowercase.
Okay.
MamaT, MAMAT, all lowercase.
Okay.
10@gmail.com.
All right. Yeah. When we get off here, I'll send it to you.
Okay. Fantastic. Yes, right one it is. So there's actual proof that.
Yes, Markella. According to Mama T, he should be charged with grape because he just laid on top of her. That's what she said. Now, yeah, I wouldn't send her nothing either, Markella.
The one that blamed the 13-year-old for seducing her father?
Yes, that one. That one.
That Ernie is on drugs.
Yes.
Interesting. Hi, Sister Callie. Well, Ernie taught us that himself, Patty. We always believe the victim over the alleged perpetrator until proven otherwise. He says he
You always believe the victim, huh?
didn't, but we heard it. You know?
He had said a couple of
And
times.
yes, thank you for
whenever
being
I went to
open
check
and
him, that he supposedly somebody put it in his drink. How many times is this general awareness shit going to come out? And then him say, ladies, don't sit your drink down because people put shit in it. Well, he's allowed it how many times? Come on now.
You're right. Alan Crabb, JC and his buddy use THC all the time. What does that got to do with meth, you stupid fucker? And I don't think that's technically THC that's in these gummies I can legally buy in Kentucky. Because I know marijuana is not legal in Kentucky. So, yes, ma'am, Kim Louise, I understand, honey. Go ahead and get you some rest. You've been so long and strong trying to get Penny a membership. And we'll try to get through this as quick as possible. We'll try not to bother you with it.
Think about it.
You're okay, Kim Louise.
Well,
Said Phil
Alan
put shit
THC
in
is
his
not
food and in his drink. But he was doing it before then.
Right, Markella. Yeah. Now, Margaret's going to give you a timeline on when she thought Ernie started doing drugs. I want you to listen to her timeline and tell me if it don't kind of add up with, well, when he started ripping off Dr. Sack. That was in 2017. And Ernie's always talking about in 2017, 18, 19, 20, he was working for Trump administration, remember? Margaret thinks he started using drugs around 2017.
Yep.
And that's when his highway runs were 15, 16, 17, you know? A lot of them. Well, the Facebook ones were.
Mountain Violet, what are you talking about? You've lost me. Hello, Lady Jane Rogue. Honestly, Margaret, I thank you very much for coming up here and being honest about everything. I mean, we all have a million questions, but I don't want to bombard you all in one day. You know, I'm not saying that we're going to end it right now, but I'm just saying I don't want to. Oh, you're speaking to Alan. Thank you, Mountain Violet.
What Mama T is trying to say is, Margaret, she don't want you to run off, but she wants to save some of this content for later, too.
You know, so Ernie started the scamming, lying, con man shit that he's doing all over YouTube when he was a teenager. Let's go back to that.
Believe I told you that, too. Believe I told people about him telling my cousin that he was a professional boxer and telling some of those guys up there that he'd signed fight deals and everything else when he was still in high school. Yeah. We've talked about it. Every bit of that here, Mama T. But you had the blinders on.
What were the first signs you guys seen that this is what he was going to be?
When he started believing his own hype. Like this was years ago. Years ago, he believed his own hype.
No, I'm sure
he was going to be bigger than Dana White. I don't know if you know who Dana White is, but he's the UFC dude, you know, whatever. he thought he was going to be bigger than Dana White, and it just went from there. Like he if he can get $1 off somebody, he's going to get it. He's not held an actual tax-paying job in a long time that I know of. He claims he worked at Trump Towers. He told me that he worked for Trump. I don't know. Like unless I see a check stub of proof, then I'm not going to believe.
Same here, Margaret.
I feel you, Margaret. I feel
Bandit
you.
had somebody on his panel that said they worked with Ernie at Trump Towers. I missed that. That is funny, Markella. Yeah, I just if there was somebody out there that worked with Ernie at Trump Towers that could be located, Ernie would have done found them.
Yep.
Believe that. You know what I mean? Like I'm really not. I'm not.
Or you could be getting trolled by some of them. I can't remember those names. Those two comedian top dudes that were always in that Facebook group, making little memes and stuff about Ernie. They could be getting trolled by somebody like that. You know, hey, yeah, I worked with Ernie at Trump Tower. But I don't know. Sounds more like just a bunch of BS to me. Right one, UFC owner, creator Dana White. He's not either. He's not the owner or the creator. He's president.
Stupid. I'm not gullible.
He didn't own it. He's never owned it, and he don't create it. He does own parts of it.
Let's see. It is Margaret, Becky. And Crystal, please respect Tina in this chat. No, she does not support Ernie.
Maggie
Ernie did have big dreams that fell, but see, he went about it all the wrong way.
Yeah, he wanted to use somebody else's money. Somebody else who's already got money has no interest in making Ernie rich. That's just stupid. What? You go out, if you're gonna earn it, work for it. I just, I've got friends. Kipper knows who I'm talking about. He knows some of them that have plans for what they want to do in the future. Are they just going to say, hey, let's hope this comes true? No, they put a plan together and they're going to try to make it happen with their hard-earned work, money and work. Not somebody giving it to them.
He had a lot of big dreams. He really did. And if he'd went through with them and actually done it right, not trying to take advantage of people and done it right, he would have been great. I'm not even playing. Ernie has the mentality and the fucking energy to put into shit that he can get shit done. And he does know a few people and he likes to pull a few strings and he likes to throw names out there. But if he would have done it the right way, he could have actually been something instead of getting caught up in drama and crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like, it aggravates me so bad because I wanted him to do good. And then now look where he's at.
Right. Was he ever really in the Army? She's known Ernie for 30 years, Becky.
Ernie was enlisted. He did enlist. And I think it wasn't the Army, I don't think. I think it was like the local National Guard here. And he did enlist.
Mm-hmm.
And he was enlisted for 56 days. And all that other bullshit is a lie. I mean, it's just a blatant fucking lie.
Yep.
Yep.
Margaret's telling you that, and I'm glad you believe her, Mama T. But she's not the first person who ever told you that.
Nope. Been screaming it for a minute.
Yep.
Okay.
But I think the only reason that he was enlisted for 56 days is because they were giving him time to receive a GED, and he didn't do it in time, so they had to let him go. But he did enlist for. He was on paperwork for them for 56 days.
See, that even makes more sense than what we've heard before.
Yeah. Makes a lot.
Yeah, they would have known, Nana.
Yeah. Like, okay, we're paying for your GED, get it done here by this amount of time, or come back and see us when you do. You know?
Right.
See, they would have known about it. Yeah, he never went to basic. We know that. I have his military record, y'all. I do have it.
I'm sure you do, Mama T. I think she says Angelo sent it to her.
But the funny thing is, and I even asked Ernie, I said, what's up with the signatures on this, Ernie? They look like they were signed by different people. And they truly do. Like, one looks feminine and left-handed, and the other one looks...
Ernie has a beautiful handwriting for a guy.
Excuse me.
I'm actually jealous. Like, he has a really good handwriting. So that might be his own handwriting.
So, look, we were told that he didn't go to basic because he was in a car accident. Is that true?
No.
Lord have mercy. Who's roboting? Mountain Violet.
Hey, Daisy Joe.
What's up?
Well, hello, Peach.
Oh, goodness.
Yes, Nancy.
We got the old...
I mean, that signatures, it's really strange that the signatures look so different. Honestly, if you look at it, I'm going to have to screenshot it and show y'all. It looks... They're not classified, Alan. They're not classified. I read them.
Yeah, there you go, Alan. Ernie's military records are classified. Dude, you have fell off the bullshit diving board and went fucking ankle deep, didn't you? Neck deep, whatever. Dude.
Stupid. He's been like that.
Ignorant? You really think he's that ignorant, or is he halfway trolling?
I don't think he's trolling. I think he believes the lie.
Oh my God.
He's got to have something like that to talk about, bro. That's what he does.
I'm telling you. It looks like two different people signed them. Seriously. Like, one is really bold and looks written in right hand, and we all know Ernie's left-handed. So, like I said, one is really like feminine and left-handed. I have a child that's left-handed, and it's completely different slant on those from my right-handed children. Okay. Yes, Kathy, all his lies are coming out. He didn't get his GED, or he did get it, or he just didn't get it in time.
He did not.
Let me quote Renee Marie right quick. Ernie, you are that man. You really are that man. Whatever.
So he lied about that too.
Yes.
Man. So she's going to send me the proof that his sister said he was on drugs, that they know that he was on drugs. He actually showed her some methamphetamines. Dear God. In a baggie. Lord have mercy. I didn't get those, Teresa, from him. I got them, actually, I got those from Angelo. Angelo sent them to me.
She ain't showing them no way.
So he was not in a car accident.
No, ma'am.
That was a lie.
Yes.
You see how he makes people feel sorry for him, y'all? This woman has known him for 30 years. 30 years, this lady. And she says he's been doing this since he was a teenager. My God. My God.
Even old Mountain Violence jumping in on Ernie. Ernie's documents are a fickle. Way to go, Mountain Violent.
You know, Ernie should be a car salesman.
Yes, ma'am. That'd be a good one for him.
Yes, Mountain Violet, they are fickle. They are fickle. Who is RK? What do you mean, sweet and salty?
Right, she's playing dumb, ain't she, Markella?
Are they talking about Ronnie King?
I know, Cassandra. Is that who you're talking about, sweet and salty, Ronnie King?
He was the
Hi,
mayor of
innocent.
our little city of Everts.
Well, I bet we could, yeah, Margaret and I and a few other people could get together and write a book on Ernie's bullshit. Lord have mercy. So,
Well, you'd have to write it unbiased, Mama T, and you can't do that because you think you don't lie. And really, you lie just as much, if not more, than Ernie.
Ernie said on his lives that he's killed before. Do you know if that's true?
No. If he did, I'll put it this way, in my opinion, this is my opinion, no one else's but mine. If Ernie killed someone, he helped Shelby Lee kill Ronnie King.
Well, you know, with the DNA that they have, and I've said this before, let me just say it now. If Ernie was involved in that, them having Shelby's DNA with them having the same parents, there would be some type of DNA, like it would be close. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, you're assuming that DNA was left at the scene. Mama T, the only DNA they recovered from anybody unknown, well, anybody other than Ronnie King that I know of, was from what they classified as, and I don't know how they come to the determination, but in their own words, the investigators' own words, consensual sex. So he wasn't R-worded. Whoever was there, like, he expected.
And it would say that it came from a sibling or a relative. So
Right.
Ernie has said that he has shot people in the head or someone in the head. I mean, I don't know. Well, yeah, he's scared, Kathy. He said somebody tried to stab him up in there.
No, Mama T, that's not what he said. He said they tried to stick him with a tattoo gun. I don't think you can stab nobody with a tattoo gun, can you? I mean, I'm sure it could be uncomfortable, but one of them little jailhouse tattoo things that's made out of an ink pen, like, that just gets your ass whooped, wouldn't it? You stick somebody with that? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Thank God I don't have a lot of
Yeah,
experience in
from
jail.
the things I've seen, that's what you're pretty much looking at.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he asks you if you can use a paper spoon or a paper fork, but then he talks about sticking somebody with a tattoo gun, right? Don't make any sense. Yeah, I think pretty much everybody has come to that conclusion now, by now anyway, Dark Angel, that Ernest helped Shelby.
I don't know.
He claimed that one of the local boys from Harlan, Josh Holding, he claimed that he kicked him in the chest because...
Remember when I told you he was naming names now? It's going to come back to haunt him?
Yeah.
Listen to this.
He had called him a rat. Somehow he ended up in the same cell with him, and everyone around here knows that Ernie and Jimbo is the one turned Shelby Lee in. I could see Josh calling him a rat. I know him too. So yeah, I could see him calling him a rat. But as far as Ernie kicking that guy in the chest, Ernie would got his ass handed to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this Josh guy, do you believe that he's more truthful than Ernie? Because Ernie be lying all the time.
Josh Holden, no, he's not truthful.
Yeah.
But Ernie's the one that said on the phone call that he kicked Josh in the chest. Josh is in jail for some stuff, but Ernie wouldn't have kicked him in the chest and got away with it. We'll just leave it at that.
That's what I figured.
Okay, so he's not somebody that Ernie could intimidate.
Absolutely
at
not.
all.
Absolutely not.
Saying. I was just curious if there was a way we could find out if it was actually true.
No,
that's all.
There's no way. There's no way that Ernie put hands or feet on that boy without packing an ass whooping, a major ass whooping.
Hello, Jaded. Hello, Becky. Hello, Giving Payback. So Ernie has said he's the alpha in there. Do you believe that? Because I don't.
No.
Oh,
they might let him think that he's alpha in there so they can help eat up his commissary and use his phone money. But no.
That's probably true.
Like he's giving away his commissary, giving away his commissary, and his call money and stuff like that.
Yep.
To be the big dog, as he says.
Yeah.
No. This Margaret, there's two Margarets. This Margaret walked away from Ernie months ago when Ernie told the story about that girl being tied up, and when Margaret tried to talk to him, he legitimately would not answer her.
I was literally screaming on his live that night for him to call me. That was the night that Brad and Bird ended up on Ernie's live while he was nodded out on whatever he was doing.
Do you think, let me just ask you this. Do you think that Ernie uses heroin? And I say it that way on purpose. Because there's really only one drug.
In a way, yeah, because of the way he nods out. Because the other stuff, the go, will not.
That's what you've been saying, some Kemper.
What?
The nodding out and stuff wouldn't be the meth on that one. That would be the heroin.
Right.
Not let you nod out.
Right. That's why I was saying there's hello, Rosie.
And H
only
will.
One thing that I know.
H will let you nod out, like you nod out. You know what I mean? Like, and
right.
To be completely honest with you, I've been around the dope game all my life. I have a ride or die that was a big drug king around here. That was my ride or die. I have his ashes in my bedroom. Like this is my ride or die. I've been around this shit all my life. And the go will not let you nod out.
She's been around that shit her entire life. Ride or die. In there, his ashes are in there. But she never heard of me being a drug dealer. Let that sink in for a minute.
Yep.
I miss you too, Mama, too. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here.
Hello, Kim Phillips.
Yes, Rosie. Margaret admitted that Ernie showed her some methamphetamines. And his sister admitted that he was, because of hospital stuff, that he was on drugs.
Yeah, we told you that.
Yep.
She's gonna.
Nothing new, right, Kemper? Like that's what I'm saying. Like he's acting
4 or 5
like he's never heard
times.
it.
4 or 5 times the sisters have said something about him having dope in his system.
Yeah.
And we've reported that numerous times. But again, what do we know?
Right.
Again, proven right.
Yep. I'm gonna leave it off right there for now. We'll finish up with some words of wisdom before we call it quits for the night, but we will pick up there and finish that tomorrow if nothing else happens between now and then. Mama T's whole dummy act to try to make herself save some face, and honestly, she will save face. Like Margaret don't know her. And I'm not just saying Margaret, but like people who are new to the community, they're not going to know who she was 3 years ago. They're not going to know who she was 2 years ago. They're going to see what she's doing now. And what she's doing now is the very reason her and Tiger Lori, Just Legs, all of them came against the stand. Every one of them over Ernie.
Yep.
You don't back him. Yeah, Margaret's like she literally grew up, in the same neighborhood. Like, they could be considered neighbors, I guess. But she'll know a lot more, and I'm sure she'll have some stories to tell, and I'm sure they'll be right on the money too, because you don't screw people over for that long without, there being some remnants of it. And well, Ernie screws everybody over that he deals with. He just does. Oh, you're welcome, Minnie Jr. I think we might crank open a trial a time or two here too, because it seems like Mama T's got some real bad stuff mixed up in that.
Yep.
She once again talks about all the details that were in the trial that Ernie knew that he couldn't have known. Well, I think Ernie's guilty too, but a lot of those details that he told you and Tina Simmerly and all them are just false. The bookcase, false. The what else was it? There's something pretty significant. Oh, and while I'm thinking of it, what about the pew-pew? I never really thought of it this way, but anybody who, like Alan Krebs, you got your little conspiracy theory. Well, Jimbo gave him a gun, didn't he? Now, if I gave a man a gun to go commit a killing with, and he almost got killed because the gun I gave him didn't work, you think he'd be happy to see me next time he saw me? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, she does need her handy dandy notebook. She's conveniently forgotten a lot of stuff. And that crime scene photos. Oh, the eyeballs. The eyeballs. Absolutely untrue. Not true. But anyway, I digress. So looks like we ended up with 10 Rottweilers. It's a nice, good round number. So, come back and do it again tomorrow night, Kimber?
Sure.
If the creeks don't rise and the good Lord willing.
All right.
All right, well, till then, I'm Jimbo.
And I'm Kimper.
We're coming to you live from the stand.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. older, you choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.